When you're a top pro, everyone wants a piece of you. But what does it take to get there? What does it take just to be good enough to earn a living from tennis? And why do so many people try and fail? This video is the last look at that long journey to pro level, and we'll see the rest of my interview with Judy Murray, as well as summarising the videos that we've had so far on this topic. Would you say that a player's inner drive and determination to succeed is the most influencing factor on whether they'll make it as a pro, or would it be something else?
It probably is. I think the attitude is probably the most important thing. Of course, it has to be harnessed to the tennis ability and some physical ability, but if you don't have that that self-belief and that real desire to become excellence, that commitment, that determination to succeed, then you're probably not going to get very far.
We had video 20 with British top 10 player Marcus Willis, where I highlighted an incredible inner drive as being the most influential factor as to whether a player makes it to pro level. Video 21 added intelligence as another key ingredient needed across all areas of a player's development. And video 22, which also featured Judy, where she agreed with my strongly held belief that improving should by far outweigh winning as the main priority for a player when they're competing.
Player's point of view, sort of age 14 to 18, what would be maybe the sort of 1, 2 or 3 most important things a player should be doing during that sort of age, from under 14s through to 16s, 18s?
I think between those teenage years, it's all about developing the skills that you have got or that you have created, or somebody's helped you to create between the ages of 10 and 14. It's really about learning how to train, learning how to work hard, loving working hard. It's also about learning how to compete and learning how to win. So I think the physical side and the tactical side tend to come in a little bit more between those ages of 14 and 18, but that also can be a critical stage for a player, because I think it's usually between those ages that you realise whether you've actually got what it takes to live the life of a full-time pro at whatever level you might get to. It's where many kids fall away because they find everything too difficult. So whether that's the game itself, maybe they're not progressing the way that they'd want to, or whether the actual life and business of being a tennis pro is too tough for them.
Lots of great stuff there about development, loving the challenge, the hard work, and also realising the reality of what it actually takes to get to pro level. Personally, I believe not enough is done to educate both players and parents at an earlier stage in the journey about what lies ahead. With that education, a junior player could be much clearer in their mind about what they want from tennis, why they want it, and how they're going to get it. With that clarity in their mind, the journey then becomes far less stressful and more enjoyable for everyone concerned, no matter where the journey ends.
If you're a coach and you're in charge of a player in those years, what would be the most important things from the coach's point of view to be working on?
I mean, it depends on the player. Players mature physically and mentally at different stages, and girls differ from boys. But I think is to continue to improve, to learn as much as you can about whatever the next level is. I mean, if you're a good under 14, you need to look at what are the good under 16s doing. What do you need to add to your game? How do you need to learn to behave? What things do you need to learn that perhaps have nothing to do with tennis, like handling the media, for example, dealing with sponsors, learning how to budget for things, understanding more about the life of what it is that you're going to go into. So I think if you're the coach of one of those players, you have to help them to learn those things as well, that it's not just about how you hit the ball and where you hit the ball.
Great point in there about everyone being different. What works for one player probably won't work for another. One of the best skills a coach can have is to be able to adapt training to a player's individual personality and character. You just have to look at the top 100 men or women today, and you're going to find 100 very different journeys and stories behind how they got to where they are today. To complete the video review, do check out the Dustin Brown video, number 23, and also video 33, featuring a current ITF junior player, which gives more valuable insight into that long journey to pro level. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Shake your handbag and pull out your iPhone, take a picture and Instagram it home. Shake your cup cause it's rum and nice alone. Shake it, take that body, it's a bubblicious woman. Keep it bottle when you bubble in front your man. Freak it, let me see your bubble get out of hand. shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that